Hi, welcome to our next video in our YouTube series. This is related to the Sage 200C and how it can assist you with your GDPR. Okay, first thing to say is that basically Sage 200C or any version of Sage 200 cannot help you become fully GDPR compliant. However, it can assist towards that. Okay, so it can't by itself make you compliant with that. So I'll just open the software up, we'll just see how it can assist with that. So open that up. Okay, so what I've done, I've just set up, as you can see, one I've just called GDPR test account in my sales ledger, and we can see basically the name against the contact in this account is Mr. Adrian Reality. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just do a couple of quick tests and searches to try and see where that person exists. So obviously there are complex rules around GDPR, and its full capabilities, full compliancy. But this is just one way that you can use the system to check. So what it is, if somebody contacts you and says, what records do you have of me? Can you remove me from your database? So if somebody, for instance, leaves another company, etc., this is when you can use this to check for that. So go to, say, Accounting System Manager. Then we go to System Utilities, then General Data Protection Regulation, and GDPR contact check. So what we do is just run this one. So the thing that I'm searching for is Adrian and Reality. So what this does is it does a combined search based on what you're keying across these three boxes. So if I just key in Adrian to start with, and I click OK, so I can then see from this search where the name Adrian is present in our system. So we can see we've got a purchase ledger account for Ken 001, this Adrian Radley, so obviously that's not Adrian Reality. Okay, we can see that under a GDPR test account we do have a sales ledger account where there's a contact on it for Adrian Reality. So that would then need further investigation. If I key in some more details, we can see then how the results change. So if I key in both words, the Adrian and Reality, we'll just see how it then gives us a different list. Okay, so I'll type in both words, and it's then going to do a combined search to find occurrences of both those words in there. So we now see that it's found that. It doesn't matter which sequence you key them into the system either. It doesn't check, and doesn't only find ones that are, say, Reality Adrian and Adrian Reality, depending which way you key them in. So it is searching all of those. So you can see now we've narrowed it down to one account. I'll do a similar search for something, perhaps a more common name, something like the word Smith, unfortunately. So I'll just try that one. Okay, so I've got Smith there, click OK. So that's now showing me various ones. So there's a project works number 998 for contact called Simon Smith. There's a purchase ledger supplier account SMI 001 for Smith Farm and Smithfield Electronics, or Electrics rather. There's also a customer contact TOT 006 for Emily Smith, and there's also a customer with a name for Sinead Smith as well. So SIN 001. So you can see how it basically can help you to find and identify records that you may need to update / delete. Okay, what I'm now going to do is just remove off the Adrian Reality contact details from my GDPR account, and we'll rerun this again. Okay, so I'll go in, amend my account. Okay, go to my contacts. Double click in there. Okay, so I'll get rid of that name there. Reality. I'll click OK. Click Save. And then I'll click Close. Okay, so I've now updated those details. So if I just run the check again, this time we'll do it just for the word Adrian. Okay, so now it's finding Adrian Radley in there against a contact on Kenway. So basically the Adrian Reality account has disappeared off that list now. So it's no longer appearing under a name or contact details. Okay, so that concludes that particular area of that one, doing the contact check. So again, it's just a way of finding you records that have contained possibly the details of a person that's now left, etc., who then wants you to remove them from your database. So that's the way you run that, and then you update that. I just click refresh, we will see that account, the name does disappear off there, isn't actually resident on there anymore. Okay, so that's doing the GDPR contact check. Another area of GDPR relates to how long you retain customers' data for. So what there's some new reports in Sales Ledger and Purchase Ledger. So go to Reports, Accounts, in Sales Ledger, Reports, Accounts Analysis, Customer with no transactions from. So basically what it does is the date you key in, it checks for all accounts where they only have a date of last transaction that is earlier than the date that you key in. Okay, so I'll key in there, say the 1st of the 1st, 2017 for instance. That's just over a year ago now, so I'll click OK. So this will now return and show me customers who haven't dealt with or traded with us since then. So obviously we've got the GDPR test account, because that one hasn't got a date yet. And then we've got the cash sales account, where basically they last dealt with us in the 29th of August 16. So I'll click close on that one. So that's running that one. Okay, so that's in the sales ledger. I'll now go across to my purchase ledger and run the same report. So reports, accounts analysis, supplies with no transactions from. Okay, so 01/01 2017. Click OK. Okay, so you can see now that this one's given us a larger list of suppliers that we haven't dealt with in that time. So again, may need further consideration to look in, possibly using some of the other tools and things we've got, like hiding the accounts, etc. Alternatively, you may want to go in and change the name of the company, etc. In the system, or just check if there are any contacts stored where you might want to hide the contact name details, etc. That concludes this training session. Hopefully it's been informative for you all, and we'll look forward to speaking to you all soon, and have a good time. Cheers.